Hello, in this video, we will be going over how to program the timers on the Neptune motor to maximize your efficiency. For today's exercise, we will be using the pool pump savings calculator, available at the Nidec Motor's website under energy saving calculators. Using the pool pump savings calculator, we can calculate how fast and how long the Neptune motor needs to run to achieve the recommended 2 times turnover that is recommended by US Motors. Once you have entered the information into the calculator, you can generate a report called the 2 Water Turnover Optimized Savings Report, which will show you how long you should run your motor and at what speeds. And if you need assistance to view this report, we have a video also available to walk you through the pool pump savings calculator. To access the custom settings menu, from the main top menu that shows the standard settings, click the down arrow till custom settings is displayed, and then press enter. In the custom settings menu, you'll be able to program the Neptune motor with custom timers to best meet your needs. You'll be able to set at what time your program sets, how long your program runs for, and what speed you would like to have your motor run. The Neptune motor has 7 programmable timer slots that will allow you to modify and personalize the programming to best meet the needs of your pool. To begin programming, we will go to timer 1 by using the up arrow and press enter to begin modifying the start time. The Neptune motor can display the time in both 12 and 24-hour format, and the timer setup will vary depending on what you set up your motor originally to show. For this exercise, our motor has been set up to run on a 12-hour format. As shown in our previous video on how to set the time on the Neptune motor, you can use the up and down arrow keys to modify the time, and press enter to continue on to the next portion. You can adjust the hours, the minutes, and AM or PM depending on how the Neptune motor's time was set up. And after you have set your desired start time for the Neptune motor, press enter for the duration. For our exercise, we know that the motor needs to run at max speed for 2 hours, so we shall set the duration for 2 hours. For the duration portion, you can modify for how many hours and how many minutes you want your programming to run. After you have set your duration, press enter to continue on to set the motor speed. In this menu, you will be allowed to modify how fast you want this program to run. You can press up or down to modify the RPMs. If you press down once, you go down by 10 RPMs. But if you hold down the arrow key, it will increase from 10 RPM increments to 100 RPM increments. For this exercise, we know that the Neptune motor needs to run at its max speed of 3450 RPMs for 2 hours. So we will hold the up arrow key to change the speed back up to 3450 RPM. Once we have selected the desired speed, we will press enter to complete the setup for the first timer. We will then use the down arrow key to select timer 2. We will press enter to begin modifying timer 2. Just like we did with timer 1, we will be selecting when we want timer 2 to begin. For this exercise, we had program 1 begin at 8 a.m. with a runtime of 2 hours. So at the end of its runtime will be 10 a.m. So that's what we will be setting as our start time for program 2. But you can change the start time to any time you prefer to meet your needs to achieve the optimized 2 turnovers that US Motors recommends. A thing to note about the duration portion of the programming is it runs off of 15-minute increments. You can modify the hours in single units, but for the minutes, it works in increments of 15. So we will begin by first setting the hours to 12. And then, since we need 0.8 hours, that roughly translates to 48 minutes. And since the timer is set up to run in increments of 15, we will set the timer to 45 minutes, but increase the speed of the motor just a bit to compensate for the shorter time. Like previously stated, pressing up and down on the arrow keys will change the RPMs by 10 RPMs. For this exercise, we will select 1040 RPMs as our speed. Once we are done, we will press the Start button to exit the Custom Settings menu, and then press Start one more time to return to the Motor Run menu. From this menu, you will most likely see a Pause, Press Start to Resume message on the display. Press Start one more time to begin the motor. From this point, you can leave the Neptune motor alone, as the custom programming will run on its own. The Neptune motor programming is now complete. You can use the pool energy savings calculator on our website at nidecmotors.com to find the best settings for your pool energy savings needs. The run times can also be adjusted to run any time of the day to best suit your schedule. This has been how to set the custom programming on the Neptune motor. For any questions, check your user manual guide or reach out to our customer service team for more assistance. For more information about the Neptune variable speed motor or other products, please feel free to check out our website at usmotors.com. Thank you.